Okay, Truth Bomb, are you ready for this? You might want to grab a seat and sit down. I'll be right back. So here's the scary truth. The behind the scenes is I don't always do all of these steps, and you probably have been struggling to do them all this week as well, because I'm giving you guys a lot of tips, a lot of things that some of them work for some passages, some don't. But let's be honest, some days life is just overwhelming. So if you felt overwhelmed and you weren't able to get to all of those steps, and I'm still working on one, do not give up and don't worry, because this is not a race. This is not a competition. You do not have to get through these passages at a certain speed. You know, the Bible in 1 year is great, but it kind of puts a lot of pressure on reading through really fast and not getting to know our Maker, getting to know our Creator. Today, this morning was supposed to film the video for tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be edited, supposed to be premiering right now, and all loaded. It's late afternoon, and I have had one of those crazy days. My hubby was sick all weekend. I'm not feeling really well. I haven't had a lot of sleep. I got up to do my normal Bible study, and the crazy cat was even crazier. I had to finally lock her in her room. Then as soon as I settled back down to read, at the moment I had like a actual clear brain, the dog had to go to the bathroom. And then he did it, or she did it 3 more times. And so my morning was completely chaotic. And I think that God did that on purpose, because I think you guys need to know that it's okay. What we're working on here is getting to know a person, and that is God Himself. We're getting to know His story, and we're doing that at whatever pace we can do that. We're doing that 1 to 3 chapters a week, or, you know, if you've had a rough week, study those same passages again. I know with our local Bible study, you kind of have to have it ready to come and talk about it. But what happened to us this Sunday is I prepared everything, and then my hubby got so sick and was coughing so hard that we had to cancel Bible study. And you know what? Life happens, and it's okay. God knows. His Spirit is with us. His Spirit is walking with us, and He is so pleased when we are digging in and giving it our best. We have a tendency to think that there's this cookie cutter, you know, like it should look like this. I'm not trying to have it give you that impression. What I'm trying to do is show you the tools that I have learned over the last couple of years that have just opened up to me being able to see and just feel and get to know my Jesus and get to know my Savior. God is so amazing, and He wants to be known. And this isn't a checklist. This isn't a chore. What this is, and when you treat it like a checklist, you're going to fail. You're going to feel like you didn't measure up. But when you treat it like a friend you just want to hang out with and get to know a little bit better, we've all been in the beginning of a relationship where you just wanted to hear everything that they had to say. You wanted to learn more about them. That's what this is all about. And so if you are on the YouTube channel, the best thing is I have a playlist for the Gospels, and it has taken us over a year to get only halfway through the Gospels. So we are slow and steady. You can go back at any time and start from the beginning. You can take it 1 chapter at a time. You can spend 2 weeks on one area. And like I said, not all of these techniques work for every passage. Sometimes a passage, there's no repeated words. Sometimes a passage doesn't really have any conflict. It's just kind of factual, and it's a list of the Levites, you know? So then take it and start looking for the little gems in there. Cross-reference, we're going to talk about that. That's what I'm actually here to do the video for tomorrow morning. And it is late and I am behind, and it's okay. In fact, I'm going to go in here in a second, grab a cup of tea, sit down and record tomorrow morning's message. But I wanted to get this out to you to say there's a disclaimer that life isn't perfect and you have to adjust. You know, a lot of Bible plans, which I think is a good idea, is find a time in the morning or in the evening or on your lunch hour that works. So find that time. And then find a place, find a quiet place. But I'm going to tell you that through the years and through even just the last couple weeks, I have to keep adjusting my time. I have to keep adjusting my place. We have a new kitty, and that threw our whole house into a totally, it's like having a puppy or a baby. And so my schedule is always adjusting. I have a hubby that is, it's funny because in our videos in our other channel, Say I Do Forever, it actually looks like I am the one who does a lot of talking. And actually, even in our Bible study group, it seems like I'm the one doing a lot of talking. But in our relationship, my hubby probably words me by double at least. And I love him to pieces, but it's hard to find a quiet moment in the morning. So sometimes I'll get up earlier than him and try to fit that in. And then of course, then the animals think, oh, good, it's time to eat. But what I'm saying, no matter what, you're living life, and don't be hard on yourself. The disclaimer is that this is not a race. It's not going to turn out perfect. This is you getting a relationship with God and learning everything you can about him. And what's going to happen is, if you don't put that pressure on yourself, but you still keep digging in and being consistent with as much as you can do or as little as you can do that week or that day, pretty soon you're going to uncover some amazing nuggets, and you are going to just crave to sit back down and dig in. So what's going to happen is your life's going to get disrupted, but then you're going to be craving, like, I got to sit down with the Word. I've got to sit down with God today. And you will find that time. You will find that space. Do not be afraid to adjust and readjust. That's what life is all about. So I'm going to post this video here in just a little bit, but I'm going to go grab a cup of tea and make tomorrow morning's video, no matter how late it is. We'll see you all tomorrow in the next video. Shalom, my dear friends. Love you all.